Rick Byros, publisher of Medical Device Summit, here with Jennifer Petrowski, the Director of Life Sciences Industry Marketing of Dassault Systems. We're both here at Medical Device Summit's Design Controls Workshop. And Jennifer, medical device companies are under tremendous pressure to develop new products, faster and quicker and better. Yet we see a lot of new constraints, such as regulatory compliance issues, increasing reimbursement issues. Can you discuss a little bit about Dassault Systems technology and some of the benefits that Dassault Systems offers medical device companies?
Sure. And let me just start by giving you a little bit of background about who Dassault Systems is. We were founded in 1981, so we were born from a 3D digital mock-up companies and the 3D CAD side of the business, but we've evolved into a product lifecycle management company, and now we're moving into the 3D experience platform area. So we're taking the 3D design components and providing that collaborative framework for all the stakeholders of the company to collaborate and really share information so you can accelerate innovation and also provide the regulatory documentation that you need along the way. And so Dassault Systems, we've been working with medical device companies now for many, many years, and we're actually working also with the different regulatory agencies. And what we're trying to provide with this new 3D experience platform is a way to bring that product lifecycle information to the outside world. So whether you're collecting information from the regulatory bodies, or you're collecting requirements from patients and physicians, it really enables you to facilitate that collaboration, that interaction, and speed your products to market, but not at the cost of quality, because quality becomes, and quality processes become a very fundamental part of the overall product development process.
I would assume that this also helps eliminate some steps that might be repetitive as companies start looking at it, different markets, whether they be EU, Asia, the United States.
Yes.
How within the regulatory compliance issues can Dassault Systems help companies become more international, more multinational?
Yes, exactly. One example I like to use is the drug and label example. So within a PLM system, you have that centralized repository of that label that you might put on a particular device or pharmaceutical package. And let's say in one country the label requirements specify these requirements, whereas in another country there are different requirements. But if you had all of that product information in a centralized place, you could very rapidly specify the different label requirements in the different countries and really turn that switch to develop those products and release those products, manufacture those products to those different markets. So you really are leveraging information in a common system and then replicating that across the different countries.
Could you expand a little bit about how the system encourages collaboration between the silos that live within the different organizations?
Yes, so we have this 3D experience platform that helps you collaborate amongst your teams internally, but also with teams outside the company. So the Innovia referential is that common framework that allows you to access all the design data. So if you're in engineering, you can access that device master record at any time and see what, for example, manufacturing is required to manufacture. The quality group can certainly look in as well and make suggestions for change to a specific product, and also provide reports to the regulatory groups and also the regulatory agencies when an audit is required or when an inspection is required. You have all of that documentation right into that single system. So I like to say the 3D Experience platform is about live compliance. Wherever you are in the design process and aftermarket, you can provide real-time access of that data to the regulatory agencies. The other piece I like to say is around personalized therapy. So providing specific solutions to different demographics or different parts of the market. This rapid simulation, rapid testing, rapid design allows you to go to market faster with very unique products that are unique to specific segments of the market, so then you can also maximize profitability in terms of design characteristics. And then the third piece, which I think is important, is around expedient care. When you have a virtual model of your design and you're doing some, for example, testing with physicians or even the specific caregivers. Let's say you want to understand how you can use this product in a very clinical setting. Or let's say you have a patient that wants to understand or has therapies in a 3D environment. So it's all about expedient care, live compliance, and personalized medicine.
That's great. That's great. Now, my last question is, the device companies are faced with a lot of suppliers worldwide, and there's potential for different tolerances. Does your system help manage that sort of that process of supplier control?
Yes, so you certainly have securities that you can put in place that allows you to open the system and the information to your suppliers when required, but also lock down certain parts of the system that you don't want them to see. And it really facilitates that collaboration amongst a specific supplier in that case, but also when multiple suppliers are involved, when you need to potentially investigate which supplier is the best to use. You might need to do some materials testing and see how that relates to the specification that you have for your product. So it allows you to do those trade-off studies, but then later lock down the information so that design does not information get shared where you don't want it to be.
So it's all about efficiencies, it's all about not being overly redundant and repeating steps, again, efficiencies, and ultimately getting a product to market faster is really the true takeaway from this, and ultimately making companies more profitable.
Absolutely.
Great. Well, thank you very much. It was a pleasure talking to you here, and it was a great presentation earlier today. Thanks.
Thank you, Rick.
Great.